Hey there, Mind Your Business listeners. I'm Andrew Lambert, your podcast master, and we have a special video today with our On the Road series. We're here in Saugatuck, Michigan, visiting Guardian Brewhouse, and we're going to give you the behind the scenes tour right now.
Welcome to Guardian Brewing Company. Come on in.
Well, like we said, you've listened to our episode, so this is a special behind-the-scenes camera version we're doing. This is Kim Collins, the head brewer here, a friend of mine. Tell us a little bit about Guardian.
Well, as you can see, we love music, especially rock and roll, and we love beer. We got 22 beers on tap. We also have wine and cocktails because we can't decide, so we have a little bit of everything. Got booths so you can have a nice little conversation but feel like you're in a little nook. Big tables for when you bring all your friends here. I'm like, it's fun. It's got a lot of normal things that breweries have, like a chalkboard with beers on it, and some things that breweries probably don't have, and I'm sure you'll see it during the tour.
All right, we're standing in a wonderful, I'm going to steal your word, nook here, but what's behind us?
I mean, I don't know that many breweries that have fireplaces, but we just always wanted to have a fireplace in our brewery. It just creates that great, like, almost like a ski chalet ambiance. So this is where you can hang out year round, but especially cozy with a hot drink and the fire in the winter. And
don't forget your Guardian merchandise while you're here too. Shirts, mugs, and everything else.
Everything you can squeeze into like a 20 by 10 area.
So what's this room we're standing in?
Well, so this will be a future hallway. So going this direction will be future entrance. Behind the bathrooms will be future kitchen that we're in the process of drawing now. So that's exciting. This is where we store all of our board games. And then just a further, deeper look at our collection of memorabilia. Lots of different stuff. It's a cool sitting area. Obviously, restrooms are behind us as well. But you got the Eagles sign, Mark... How do you say Mark
that?
Knopfler.
Knopfler,
yeah.
That's right.
Dire Straits.
The band, you name it. Bob Seger, Chuck Berry. So you have to come in and check it all out. During normal seating and staffing, we can fit 92 folks in here comfortably. Monday nights we do trivia, and that's pretty much the only time that this area, the fireplace area, gets cleared out. But if you can imagine, 11 teams were battling it out last Monday, and we look forward to this next week. Always something going on in here. Now we're going to the employees only area, huh? Is that the Lucky Horseshoe? All right, we're in the Brewhouse. So Brewhouse/auxiliary kitchen. All of our food is made fresh here, which is very impressive because we don't have high heat or fryers. They will in our future kitchen. So if you're here, our tacos and sandwiches, salads, all that stuff is made fresh, so enjoy. But yeah, so this is a 6,000 square foot warehouse building. Used to be used for events with the past owner, but the second I saw it, I said brewery. It's going to be the brewery. And so we try their spicy chicken tacos. They're delicious.
Spicy chicken tacos. So we have barrel aging. All of our tanks are in here, and they're all named after women in the music industry. Kind of levels out all the men's guitars that we have up front. So you can kind of see, if you couldn't figure it out by name, we gave all of them their own stickers too. Including Tina Turner, our boil kettle, because, I mean, who's hotter than Tina in the sequin shimmy dress? We have Billie Holiday, our mash tun. Missy Elliott is our mill. Shakira is our keg washer. And we talked about Dolly Parton earlier, because no one works harder than Dolly, so she's the forklift. So future one keg wonder, we talked about doing small batches of things and trying them out. So anything from 620 gallons down to 3. We got Madonna, Lady Gaga, or the women of pop. Yeah, we have our Stairway to Heaven because ladders are frightening to carry chemicals up through. All through April and May, every single one of these tanks had a beer in it almost the entire time. But because we brewed that much earlier in the year, I was able to breathe a little bit in June. All right, so I love whiteboards. Just like every other brewer, we have 1 billion hoses and 1 billion whiteboards. So this one's made out of an old snowboard that we found out in Colorado that wasn't really in good shape anymore. And I decided that what would be better than to just kind of generally put a whiteboard for beer suggestions. So we get them from our Mug Club members, our regulars, our beer school attendees, and our staff. And if I recognize the name, I can at least go back and say, hey, Holly, you know, what do you mean with something with ginger? What are you thinking? You thinking the spicy ginger beer? You thinking, you know, get a little bit more of what people are interested in, because we brew it all. So this is usually a really nicely well put together classroom, and now it is our room of requirement. So if you can picture everything out of here except for the training tables, we can fit 24 people in here. Wow. But because of the pandemic, we thought people might want to breathe a little more space in between them. But I think in September, I'll have everybody back in here for school.
Mama Cass, we've come home.
Mama Cass, so 800 square feet of custom cooler space. We share it with our kitchen, so it is a fresh kitchen. So I gave them an entire corner. It's amazing how much beer we go through here. All of this beer will be sold from this location. We don't distribute. So all of our taps are lined up on the wall. Yeah, I'm like, that's a sixtel, that's what I was talking about. So it's about 40 pints, about 5 gallons. So whenever we make one keg wonders, we make that much. And then if it's really good, we make that much, like all the kegs.
Wow. This is fantastic. I love all your hosing system too.
So all the hoses and the tubing are hooked up to individual kegs with individual pressures. That's what those regulators are, the little white dials. They go up through the ceiling and drop through the center of the bar. So we hid all the lines in the roof, I guess, or in the
ceiling.
What is that called? The loft, I guess?
Yeah.
Of the sides of our tap room. And then it drops straight through that wooden beam in the middle of the bar with the Coke gun. So all the Coca-Cola flows through there too. And it's called a long draft system. It's a way to make it prettier than just running that over your ceiling.
And which one?
It is pretty.
Which one did you say I should unscrew to taste?
Yeah. I wish that was the case. They just don't work like that. And you get 25 pounds of beer pressure in your face. You wouldn't want it anyway.
That will get us so many ratings.
So many.
Come on. This is great. Thank you.
Yeah. So picture all this shelving on that side. When we start to expand, the entire wall will be full of double tier shelving.
Mama Cass is opening.
Mama Cass is opening, making it official.
Let's go see some of that historical stuff too. So tell us about this patio area we're standing on right now.
So where Wes is standing used to be kind of a swampy, grassy area, and we were like, why? We think there's a natural spring that kind of flows through the building and on out through our yard that way. So we thought the best thing was to put in like actual French drains and gutters and concrete in this area so that we could use it as probably the biggest, if not the second biggest patio in all of town. So 3,500 square feet. Again, we don't even have all of our tables and chairs out, but easily another 100 people could sit out here, but we're really shooting for 50 to 60 on a regular day. We have covered seating and uncovered seating. So if you like sun or if you're like me, you need to be under the awning firmly in the center. Good to go. We have a 6-foot gas fire pit, lots of lawn space where we're starting to slowly break out lawn games again because, you know, people can touch things again. So yeah, but this part of the building is the part that's from 1912. So picture that where the cinder blocks used to be. So those are the original windows. Above it is the theater, and we'll go in there. It's pretty chock full of restaurant equipment and things right now. Okay. The piece that's clad in metal on the outside, this is the piece from 1956 that was added on. Yeah, that's kind of the end of it. Eventually we'll have a nice deck up there. There used to be one that had rotted beams, so now we have the door to nowhere.
I like that.
Yeah, right. It's scary.
Open that door.
So the silo, I haven't been able to figure out how long it's been around, but it wasn't around when this was a horse barn. As far as I can tell, it was around, I think, for the theater in the 40s. Okay. And they used it as kind of like a little, like rooms, almost like a little treehouse. Like we were doing plays during the summer, you could stay in, I mean, it's awful, but you could stay on the floors. So they could have like 1 room, 2, 3, 4 rooms. So I'm sanitizing the can and the lid, they call these, the lid, just so that the beer tastes great in a day or 7 days, or these are even good for 2 weeks. This is our Crowler machine here, and I'll show you how that works. First thing I'm gonna do is fill this with carbon dioxide. It keeps the beer fresher longer. So kind of a little gun that comes out of the bar. I like to give it about 5 to 10 seconds, and then I'm gonna go around and fill it with our wheat ale. It's so pretty. People are going to be so excited. I don't know anyone that doesn't love a new beer on tap, but I know this crew does too. My cans are always most full, but I always make the most mess. But I own the place and I clean it up. So, all right. So we got our lid on top. So you put this in the machine, lift the shield up, and we turn it on. Careful, you get wet. The shield never shields everything. So this machine's called a seamer. And so it literally rolls the seam down 2 times from the top, and that's it. That's our beer. Mind your brew.
Well, thanks for coming on the tour with us today and seeing the behind the scenes of what it takes to put our beer, the Mind Your Brew, together with Guardian. Kim, thank you for everything you showed us here today. Beautiful facility. If you're in Saugatuck, please come see her staff, and see and drink this incredible product that they're putting out there. Really close? Gotta try it.